YouTube. I'm back before you had a chance to miss me. But if you are new, if this is the first time you have discovered this channel, I want to say welcome to My Shift Athlete. I go by the name of Coach J. Now, if you have already been on this channel, you've been enjoying the amazing content that I've been putting on this platform. I need you to make sure right now that you are subscribed to the channel. If you're not, hit the subscribe button right now, and also hit the bell on the side of the subscribe button and make sure that you hit all so you know each time I upload a video. But in today's video, this is going to be a powerful one. Before I get into it, get the likes up on this video because I guarantee you this is going to be a powerful video. And I'm going to call it right now. This is going to be the video that goes viral. This is probably going to be my best video that I have put on this platform thus far because the Most High led me to make this particular video on this topic, and that topic is the hour of temptation is here. Now you see, the society that we live in today, we are all witnessing sin at an all-time high. It is at its peak right now. We live in a sinful society. We live in what some would call a do what thou wilt society, where you can pretty much do whatever it is you want, any desire, any fantasy that you can conjure up in your mind, you will be able to do it with no judgment. And it will actually be celebrated and encouraged. Rarely will we see on this earth right now righteousness being promoted and celebrated. And for me, this is a clear indication that we are in the hour of temptation. But what does the Bible have to say about the hour of temptation? So right now, I'm actually going to take all of you to Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. And it goes, because thou host has kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, you may be asking, what will we witness during the hour of temptation? What you will be witnessing on this earth is idolatry. Pride will be at an all-time high. Envy, jealousy, of course, the love of money, lust, adultery, and fornication. But also what you will see on this earth right now, what you will see continue to emerge and being reverenced, is the strange woman. And I wanted to mention lust, adultery, fornication, and this strange woman because they all work synergistically together. And This is exactly the problem with the men that are on this journey, with the men right now that are practicing semen retention. You have a portion of the men that are practicing semen retention that they're still struggling, they're still battling with that spirit of lust. They're still battling with that spirit of fornication, because the more men that we have joining this journey, practicing semen retention, you will have the majority of the men that may practice semen retention, but they will still be having sex. You know, they may have that goal of retaining their seed, their life force, but they still, of course, may want to still have sex. And you will also have a very small portion of the men that practice semen retention. You will have a small portion that will also practice semen retention, but also practice celibacy, practice abstinence. Now, this video will be for both parties and even men that aren't practicing semen retention, because hopefully this video will be seen amongst men and women, because both can benefit from it. But I want to focus on the strange woman, because again, that's where the men on this journey will fall short. That is who the adversary will use, your enemy. That is who he will use to seduce you, to manipulate you, to ultimately destroy you. Now, you may be asking right now, who is this strange woman? What may be her goal? What is her purpose? And it actually explains who she is and what she does in the Bible, in Proverbs chapter 5. And we're going to quickly go through that. And I'm going to start at verse 1. And keep in mind, this is the Most High speaking right now. And it says, "My son, my child, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding. Hearken to my words. Listen to my instruction. Listen to the words that I'm about to convey to you about the strange woman." Now, going down to verse 3. "For the lips of a strange woman, the lips of a harlot, the lips of a Jezebel, drop as a honeycomb, is sweet, and her mouth is smoother than oil." And this is exactly what the strange woman will do to you if you are not careful. See, the strange woman will whisper sweet nothings in your ear. She will tell you everything and anything you will want to hear. She is ready and willing to fulfill all your desires and all your fantasies. She is ready to take you to ecstasy. But what is her end? Going down to verse 4. "But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her end will be your demise. Her end is your destruction." Go down to verse 5. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take a hold on hell. Once she has you in her snare, in her trap, she'll be dragging you down the path of destruction, which will ultimately lead you straight to hell. Straight up. Now go down to verse 8. And pay close attention to what it says here. Pay close attention to what the Most High is instructing you to do. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house. Let me repeat that again. Remove thy way far from her. Flee from this harlot. Flee from the strange woman. Do not come near her house. Do not enter her house. Do not enter her vessel. Do not lay with this woman. Now we're going to jump all the way down to verse 20. And again, look what the Most High is telling the men. And why wilt thou, my son, my child, be ravished with a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger? So he's asking you, why would you defile your temple? Why would you desecrate your members by bonding with this woman? By coming into union with this woman? Why are you creating this soul tie, this unnecessary soul tie with this strange woman? Why are you embracing this woman when you can embrace, when you should embrace a righteous woman, a virtuous woman, a woman that has integrity, morals, high character? That is the type of woman that you need to come in union with. Now, you may also be asking right now, what type of woman would be considered as a strange woman in today's society? You can easily find these type of women, the strange woman. You can find her easily throughout all social media. You can find her on Instagram as a self-proclaimed Instagram model. Of course, you can find her on OnlyFans as a content creator. That's what they like to call themselves, but we know what it really is. You can find her on the OnlyFans posting half nude pictures and even fully nude pictures and videos. But now also, you can find these type of women now through TikTok engaging in these TikTok challenges. And actually now I want to use this opportunity to segue into this very popular TikTok challenge that has taken the attention of this entire earth. And that's the BUSS challenge. And as you can see from the thumbnail that I posted, I'm pretty sure you have come across this challenge. You have either heard about it or you have seen videos of it. And some of you that are on the semen retention journey, you might have relapsed to it. But for those of you who don't know about the BUSS challenge, what it pretty much is, You have women, of course, dressed provocatively, acting immorally. They're twerking to a very popular Nelly song back in the 2000s. And I guarantee you, for the men out there, whether you're practicing semen retention or not, and even for the women out there, this is one of the many examples that your enemy, that the adversary uses to seduce you, to entice you, to manipulate you, to, again, destroy you. This is one of the many traps and snares that he uses to grab your attention, to remove your focus on what's more important. And I wanted to use this video as an opportunity to highlight how cunning, how insidious that the adversary is, because he is killing, essentially, he is killing two birds with one stone through this TikTok challenge, through the BUSS challenge. And of course, the women don't recognize it. Clearly, the enemy is enticing these women, encouraging the women to partake in this challenge. You will have young women and even older women. You may see some moms partake in this challenge, and the women will celebrate it. They will encourage it. And they're already destroyed and don't even know it. But for the men, when you watch this video and you pay attention to the first two words, bust it, subconsciously, what is that encouraging you to do? What exactly are you going to think of doing? For me, and I'm sure you will think this as well, you will think of relinquishing your seed, releasing your life force. And that's exactly the goal of not only that strange woman, but of course of your enemy, the adversary. Not only will that video entice you and seduce you, ultimately it will stir up those feelings, that spirit of lust. And ultimately, what you will do, if you do not relapse to that video, you will go out looking for a strange woman. You will seek to go lay in bed with a strange woman. And for the most of you, you will enter that woman. But when you do that, guess who you are laying in bed with? You are laying in bed with that spirit of Jezebel. And once you enter into this woman, not only will you inherit that spirit, but you will inherit the rest of the spirits that's dwelling within that woman. And guess what happens once they enter your body? You have just, by laying with that woman, you have just now given authority to those spirits to have dominion over your vessel. And again, this is exactly what your adversary wants. This is exactly how the adversary not only breaks you down, but that woman down as well. And I want to mention this because these spirits that are dwelling amongst the men and women, I strongly believe that these spirits are playing a role in the rise of mental illness, of depression. You have noticed the cases has just risen up exponentially throughout the years. And you have people trying to cope with their feelings either through medicinal drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, alcohol, and some will even cope through having sex with multiple partners. And I wanted to point this out to you because this is exactly how multi-layered the adversary's tactics, tricks are. It's multifaceted. Your adversary is extremely cunning, is insidious. And again, this needed to be pointed out because once your adversary is able to get you off this path, once the adversary is able to get you alone, his goal is to shape you in his image. And what is his image? It's wickedness and perversion. And that's why during the times we are in now, with the times we are in now, it is imperative for men and women even that comes across this video. But right now I'm talking to the men. For the men, it's imperative that you put the Most High first in your life. It's imperative that you finally build a relationship with the Most High. It's time for you to leave that old man in the past. It's time for you to leave the wickedness and the perversion in the past. It's time for you to repent for all your wrongdoings and get on this narrow path. It is time for you to allow the Most High to start working in your life because you need to be rebuilt. You need to be molded into a man, the Most High, into a man of the Almighty. That's going to take patience. So he's going to try your patience. He's going to try your faith. But guess what happens when you finally allow the Most High to start to work in your life and start to rebuild you? You will become the best version of yourself. You will have that hedge of protection over you, and ultimately, he will keep you away from the hour of temptation. Because again, you're not going to be able to win this battle alone. You're going to need the Most High in your life. And I also want to mention this because I know there's going to be some people that come across this video and you may disagree with some of the things I have said. But I want you to keep this in mind that everything that you have done while you have been on this earth, even the things you may think you have done in secret that you think may be hidden, it's not. All of your actions, your sexual acts, the wickedness is being recorded and reported to the Most High. And it even says it here in Proverbs chapter 5, verse 21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord. All your doings are before the Most High, and he pondereth all his going. So it says it even right there. He knows everything that you're doing. So I want you to keep this not on the back of your mind, but on the front of your mind the next time you may be thinking about edging while you are practicing semen retention. I want you to think about this the next time you may decide to lay with a strange woman. I want you to think about this the next time you may want to watch that BUSS challenge. I want you to think about everything that I just expressed to you in this video. But if you got to this point in the video, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching all the way through. And if you felt that this video was edifying, if you learned something new in this video, if you enjoyed this video, if you thought this video was powerful, what I want you to do is like the video, hit the thumbs up button on this video. I need the help from all of you to help this video go viral. This is the type of video that needs to be heard and spread throughout all social media platforms. This is the type of video that needs to land on World Star Hip Hop. We need this type of message spread to all the brothers and sisters out there, whether you practice semen retention or not. Everyone needs to hear exactly what I have just expressed in this video. And if you support this type of content, that I need you to do everything you can to make that happen. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure again that you hit that subscribe button, because YouTube loves to unsubscribe people from the channel. So make sure you are subscribed and leave a comment in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts on this video. You know what? If you got all the way through to the video, you enjoyed the video, I want everyone to leave fire emojis in the comment section. Just leave nothing but fire emojis and leave your thoughts as well. But as always, everyone, put the Most High first in your life, stay vigilant, remain disciplined, and continue to persevere while you are on your journeys. I see you on my next video.